FM, Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to 100.9 FM. This is KWTN, the Big Voice Radio. You are listening now to the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. We do this every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Coach Q. And right here, I'm going to change my bro's name again. I went from Triple B to Quad B because it was Big Brother Buff and then Big Brother Buffalo Bass. But everybody else has just been calling you B-Love. So we're just going to change it all up, man. And I'm going back to the old school name, B-Love.
That's actually my name on Thursday when I go on the res ride.
So I'm trying to, you got to help me. I got to get a little snippet from that house party movie. Remember it says, B-Love is in the house. Remember when Garen pressed that button, he goes, yeehaw.
Yeah.
We need that one on a button, on an automatic button.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Man. Find it.
So anyway, my co-host tonight, B-Love, is in the house.
B-Love.
Okay, so we're just gonna talk about this, man. We got a couple guys lined up, to come on here on the night before the Husker game. A couple alum from the University of Nebraska. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, the couple guys that we're talking about are two guys that actually played for Coach Dr. Tom Osborne.
Yep. Well, who's the other one?
Darwin Snyder.
Oh, you got a hold of. See, I didn't know that. You never said that.
Him and Silas, they both really want to do the interview. Mm-hmm. They know that they've listened to the ones in the past, mm-hmm. and so they want to come in and join in and share some of their stories with the viewers and all the Winnebago people that listen.
Yep.
And those are going to be some interesting ones, because
it'd be cool because we don't really know the inside scoop on those ones.
Yeah, I'll just, while we're in the introduction to this show, I just let you know a couple of short stories. Mm-hmm. And I remember one time Silas telling me, and he can tell you this whole thing, that the experience for playing with Tom Osborne or playing for him mm-hmm. was just the most incredible experience. I mean, we think about all the great coaches, whether it be from the Huskers or our old teams like the Bulls and stuff like that. Just to meet a coach, like that, let alone play for him.
For sure.
So I'm excited to hear about that, and then also talk with Darwin about sharing his story, bringing us way back. I believe it was like 1986, 87. Yeah. Yep. And when he signed his letter of intent to play football for mm-hmm. Tom Osborne. Yep. And it was on TV and everything. I remember watching that. I hope somebody can find that little clip, of that. I think it was on Channel 9 News back then. But man, just to go back in time to hear the story about how all that stuff unfolded, is gonna be a great show. Yep. So you guys make sure and tune in.
You're trying to get them both up there at the same time, or
that would be a good one. Maybe on the week that they play the Colorado Buffaloes would be a good one.
Yeah. Well, if you guys are listening out there, you guys need to hit us up, hit one of us up, and we got to get something lined up because everybody wants to hear it. Like I said, I'd love to hear the stuff. Just like we've been learning on all the other. People that we had here, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, so it'd be really cool. And then to have them share a story or two or something. I know Silas has that one. Well, I'll let him share it when when it comes up. Yeah. But you guys remember back in the day, Silas had that big old poison whip hanging from his head.
Oh yeah, the poison whip.
The poison whip, the long braid for you non-native listeners. But
yeah, Silas used to braid them, then he used to tie them in another knot down at the bottom there.
Well, I remember too. I think he's even because they had just the rubber bands back then. Shit, I remember him even sticking needles in there or something. I think that was him.
Oh man!
Just to try to play basketball and start whipping you.
Oh, yeah. That's some
thug stuff.
That's some dirty thug stuff right there. Well, anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let the viewers know a little bit about what we're gonna be talking about tonight. As I said, the two gentlemen they weren't able to make it tonight, so we're gonna talk a lot about the sports that are going on this past week and what we got coming up here in the near future in the next week. So our topics for the week are we're gonna talk about some of the Bago sports, some of the stuff that happened this past week. Winnebago volleyball, lots of volleyball that happened this past week. Winnebago cross country started off their season this past week. Also, we got the results of that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the big Rapid City tournament, the All Nations World Series up there. A couple teams from the area.
About 3 teams.
About 3 teams from the area went up there, and I know a couple other teams, or a couple of some of our local players hopped on a couple other squads up there, and we'll have a little rundown of that and tell you who came out on top and all that kind of stuff. Then we're going to go ahead and go on into what's going to be happening this upcoming week with Winnebago's cross country. Winnebago's high school football season is starting off tomorrow. Next week is a big JV game between Winnebago and Omaha Nation. We haven't.
Let me stop you, everybody. Eugene is here finally.
Even if you're in your
Coach
cars, all rise.
All rise.
But like I said, last year Winnebago's varsity basketball teams didn't get to play Omaha Nation last year. I believe it was a storm or something like that. They never got to reschedule.
That's right. Yeah.
Both teams were saying that the other team was scared. So, and then we don't have them on our football list for the season at all this year either, for the high school, the varsity.
Yeah.
But we get to play them in JV. So this would be like the first time Winnebago and Macy's squaring off.
Back in the day too. I mean, everybody's going to be there for varsity. They're all going to be playing. That's how they used to do anyway.
Yeah.
Omaha Chiefs. Everybody's eligible that game. They even got everybody coming in that graduated 3 years prior, and they're still coming in and got their same jerseys and stuff on. That's how they do.
Old Uncle Wendy Grant there.
Wendy Hayes.
He might be suiting up too. Still.
Yeah, Wendy Hayes was fullback for 30 years. They said down there.
Started all 30.
Shout out to Hayes.
Yeah, shout out Hayes. So anyway, then we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the schedule for Winnebago's volleyball. I got I got to visit with one of their coaches, Darla LaPointe, about the past week in volleyball and the upcoming week. Then we're going to get on into a little bit of Husker talk. I got a little bit of information about the Huskers coming up. Got a big game coming up. First game for Coach Rue. And we'll see how they're going to fare off against. I think these guys are kind of becoming one of our rivals in this conference right here, the Minnesota Gophers.
Yeah, they always hit hard, those guys up there in Minnesota. And then I tell you who plays the Huskers tough every year: Minnesota and Northwestern. Always got problems with those guys.
That's close games.
Yeah, always. So it'd be interesting first game, see how we. I know we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and then we're going to visit about that game that's going to be happening tomorrow, a little bit of the festivity that's going on and all that kind of stuff in the community. And then we'll get back to the Huskers a little bit later on in the show too, because I got a game that you guys can play tonight.
All right.
So
you got your thinking cap on?
We're going.
I'm listening. What you guys got for me?
We're going to the next one. We're talking about. I know that's been a big topic the last couple weeks because the week is here for the Boys and Girls Club Golf Tournament fundraiser over in Twin Creeks and Pender. We're just gonna touch on that a little bit. Let you know that there's still time.
Still a couple spots open.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go and move on into a little bit of this topic of the Winnebago college athletes, where they are and who's doing what. And I know that I filled you guys in a little bit about some of the guys that graduate from Winnebago that are going to be starting off their college careers or continuing their college careers right here this fall, and I'll tell you where they're going to school at. Most of them been on the show already, and if not, we'll get them on.
Yep.
All right, and then
try to get them on.
Yeah, then we'll get into that game I'll talk about. I got a trivia game for you and Coach Huge, and it's going to be called the Cornhuskers Fan Trivia. Okay. And so I try to keep it current, like in not anything too much past where before you guys were born and all that, because the Huskers been good for a long time. That's why. Anyway, we're gonna get into that. Bethany's gonna help me keep score, and I think the winner's gonna get a keychain.
I got 4 of them already.
Okay, then after that, if we have some leftover time, we'll just chop it up and talk a little bit about sports, and then we'll all pick an athlete of the week, and then we'll go ahead and end the show.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, man.
Where we going? Where we starting off with here?
Let's go on this past week in volleyball. Okay. So the Winnebago Lady Indians from 3rd grade all the way up to 12th grade were all in action this past week. I'll go ahead and talk about the little girls first while Bethany pulls up the schedule for the high school girls. But the little girls, my daughter and her team, 3rd graders, and they practice along with the 4th grade squad. Coaches Ariana Rave and I believe Vanna's helping with the 4th grade.
Yep.
Is there anybody else coaching with the 4th grade girls?
Yeah, there's 2 4th grade teams. The other 4th grade teams coached by Sammy Laura.
Okay. Yeah.
So there is 2 4th grade teams. We have a 5th grade team that saw action, and we do have 2 6th grade teams.
Did they all play this week?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh no, the other 4th grade team didn't get to play this weekend.
Oh.
People out of town,
yeah.
and all this vacation kind of stuff. So not a big deal. A lot of girls saw action this weekend. My little tidbit about that, I believe all of them went 1-1.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
our
all
girls
our
went
teams
1-1.
went 1-1, and it was just the opening weekend tournament style thing. I don't think there was like a champion of it all or nothing like that, but it was just pretty much the opening weekend, and just getting the girls back into action up there at Arena. I really enjoyed making sure that's all set up for them, this and that. As you noticed, we got them new jerseys this year.
Yeah.
Always try to get them new jerseys, new knee pads, this and that. We're getting new volleyballs in the door on Friday. But big shout out to all our coaches.
Yeah.
Kumi Masquat, we'll just start with 6th grade. Kumi Masquat, Jordan Blackfish, Crystal Grant. They're between the 3 moms right there. They're all going to take care of those 2 6th grade teams.
Oh, that's good.
A little bit about those 2 teams is that Kumi's team actually won the championship at Arena last year.
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of the year,
Yeah.
or spring, I should say. During spring, they won the championship. So they're actually bumped into the gold. So the 6th grade are competing at the highest level Arena offers right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
right there, man.
they're going to be a solid squad. And then the other group is what we're just going to call it the development group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to keep
Yep.
growing and getting better.
Perfect.
So those 2 teams lay out. So you're going to have one competing at the highest level, and the other one is, hey, we're trying to get these girls to move up. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it's like the JV or however you want to look at it. But that's who's coaching that group. 5th grade is coached by Delilah Carnes. So she's been with those girls for the past 2 years now. They're moving. I expect them to win one this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they're the good enough group to do that. I believe Elise Freeze helping them out. And then for the 2 4th grade groups, like you just said, Sammy Laura and Vanna Rave are coaching those 2 4th grade girls. There's just a lot of girls in 4th grade.
Yeah.
And you know how it is in our community. We'll put all the flyers out and we'll ask all the people and everything. And, thank you to everybody that signed up early and everything. But once games got started this weekend, well, hey, how come my kid's not playing? Or, how come? That's why, we always try to encourage you guys, reach out, as parents and as members of the community, even if you're a grandma taking care of kids or, you're an auntie or, you're just their place with you or whatever. If you really want them involved, then you need to learn early. We're already trying to sign up basketball teams.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
real,
mean?
for real.
We're already there, and we just started volleyball. So keep reaching out, come find out, ask, and I do have parents doing that, but I want to keep encouraging everybody to keep doing that.
One thing too, and just to piggyback off that huge, I know that just in the past couple of years, I've noticed too that a lot of our younger parents, they I was like, how come you didn't sign them up, or how come you didn't call, or something like that? Then they'll be like, well, I was afraid to bother you, or something like that, But we all know that Whirling Thunder, takes care of mostly all the sports that we have for youth,
Pretty much.
And so if there's ever a question, shoot, just
you
give
gotta
them a call
ask.
down
You
there,
gotta ask, yeah.
Reach
You gotta
out.
ask.
Yeah, reach out. So
And so in that 3rd grade group that your daughter's on, like I said, those girls are coached by Ariana Rave, new coach this year, decided to step up. And that's one of the things I like to hang my hat on from down there is that we've went out and found parents that actually want to step up and coach.
Yeah.
There's parents that want to come up and get involved with their kids. And I think that's the biggest difference from, I would even say when me and you first started out, or even, 20 years ago, it was literally just me, Q, and Pops. You know what I mean? Trying to pull together all the guys' teams at the time. You remember that?
Yeah.
We would sit there and talk to each other and we'd figure them all out and then we'd go, and we go find the coaches and stuff. But it's nice to have the girls' side taken care of at this point.
Yeah.
Because in the past it wasn't.
I totally agree. And it kind of like just, like a domino effect. You know, we started doing that with some of the basketball, and then with the boys. Now the girls, follow suit, and now we're moving into volleyball. Doing the football, everything just kind of like falling into place for it. But like you said, shout out to all those coaches out there and all the other people that make it happen, man. Because just besides like you guys with what you do down here, none of these coaches are getting paid $1. You know, we're just all doing it for
A lot
the
of
love of our
volunteer
kids,
love, man, yeah.
love for the other kids, love for the other families, and just want to see our kids do good, So
Yeah, and then what comes from that, like you said, moving into high school volleyball, I think the girls went down to their jamboree game down in Wisner. I think they might have came home with a couple of sets, but
yeah,
they bang and they hang in there for about 12 to 15. From the stories I've got, the over-under on them is about 4 games. They'll get a game, but that's where they're at right now. Like, I got a chance to watch them last night. They played Tri-County. JV played really well. The second set against Tri-County, though, it was probably one of the most exciting sets you guys can see. So if you get a chance, go back, check out that replay of that second set at Winnebago.
Okay.
And that's the team that needs to be there for every set. You know what I mean? And then that's how Winnebago is going to have a really good season coming forward if you guys go back and watch that second set, because they hit that little wall at about 13 or 15 points, and then something clicks or something happens. And again, I haven't watched them enough to give you a little more insight on it.
Yeah.
But maybe we get Willie and Trina up here. They're our volleyball experts. I get to announce the games for them. They might have a little more insight on maybe what happens there. You know what I'm saying?
Did they pull that off last night? I watched the first set, and then it was really close when I watched it. But
no, they lost. It was 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah, like I said, they hit the over-under that we set for them, I guess. We were just kind of hanging out in the stands talking. But like I said, go back and watch that second set, man. It was pretty amazing the way they played. Won? Yeah, pretty amazing the way they played. So really looking forward to them. I'm looking at their next home game right here. They're going to be playing a home game on September 5th. They're going to be hosting Hardington. So that looks like it's going to be a good one, honestly. We'll dig more into volleyball. I'll have more for you guys next time.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, I did visit with Darla, Coach LaPointe, just for a little bit, just kind of ask her to just give me a few words so I can share with the listeners out there. And, some of the things that she said that she really saw improvement from the last game with the passing and the serving. But one of the things that the girls need to work on is the coverage, and also calling other girls off. When the ball's like when you're going for it and stuff. Apparently, they weren't calling for the ball. And that comes along with being young and kind of inexperienced, stuff like that. You got to learn how to.
They got some good seniors up there. Mimi K. Dozell and Melody and Earth are a couple of they're more solid seniors, and then you got a good group of juniors and Harlan and Wolf Leader, and you know what I'm saying? Like they're pretty solid all around. The sophomores are getting a lot more love. Sierra Vargas is probably going to be their better striker. I think she's a little taller.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I know Wolf Leader gets in there and gets her strikes. Mimi K had a couple last night. Marshall's girl as well played really well for him.
Oh yeah,
Nadia played really well for him last night as well. That I saw a couple highlight plays, this and that. And I'm telling you what though, you guys. Come check out a game sometime. The crowd was live last night.
Yeah, I saw
as much as you guys think. I've been to a couple of volleyball games last year, and there was nobody there to come watch them. But this year, great fan support for the volleyball team this year. So keep that up.
Yeah, keep that up. Community, keep that up. I'll make sure and be there at the next game. I was thinking that I was going to get the call to go up there and commentate on the game, but Willie and Trina had it.
Billy beat you to it.
Oh wait!
Billy,
Willie. No, man, we ain't having Billy on the mic. Oh no, we'll get kicked off the radio.
I heard.
But yeah, good luck to the girls rest of the way here for volleyball,
indeed, man. Yes, indeed. But yeah, shout out to all the girls there, and then the entire coaching staff too. I would like to give shout out to the coaches, just like you, huge. So shout out to the coaching staff. You guys keep it up. I know Darla says that along with the seniors you were talking about, they got a good group of girls coming up that has a lot of talent. You girls, if you're listening to this, you girls, work your butts off, man. Work hard as you can on that volleyball court.
And like I said, give it a season. Kind of see how it goes with that freshman group that's there right now. They're going to be something special too.
Yeah,
there's a good group of girls. And I guess that's one thing I wanted to hit on there is with the youth volleyball that we do and include the junior high that the school offers. Something's got to start working as far as it is working, I guess, because we are a little more competitive. But we've had that conversation before on here about they need that next step or whatnot. But you're catching certain girls that are coming through, and you can see how they're excelling at different aspects of volleyball. Even listening to Darley the other day about they're looking for girls that are skill set oriented, or a certain skill they're trying to bring to the volleyball court.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that. You guys come watch a game, man. Go check out the live streams. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, let's go, Lady Indians, man, Lady Indians. All right, we'll move right along into Winnebago cross country. They ran last week. I believe they ran up in Hardington.
Yep.
And Hardington didn't have to run on the golf course. They actually have a cross country course up there in Hardington.
Oh, very cool.
And high school, I believe we had
Teresa Big Bear came in 7th in high school girls. Lakeven Smith comes in 8th for high school boys. And your junior high kids all kind of ran at the same meet. And 6th in girls junior high, Kimmy Stoner got 6th place. Arian Marufo, junior high boys, comes in 6th.
No, let me announce this one. And then number 86 for the junior high. His name is Keitel Bass, and he placed 3rd in his very first cross country meet. My grandson Keitel, he did pretty good. He surprised us. We're all proud of him. Proud of all those kids right there. Keitel actually he got a concussion last year during football and basketball season.
Geez.
So yeah, he's not trying to play no football now. So
Basketball. How'd that happen?
Oh, just getting hacked. Getting hacked while he's in the air.
He wasn't acting like Choka and falling down trying to get the call.
Choka Buff? No.
Don't make me bring up the stories.
Shout out to little Duta. Little Duta was out there running with them, and I got to get my list together. But good group of kids all running. I mean, you see them running through the community, after school hours and stuff. And they're a big group, man. And I think cross country's going to start turning into more of a more live thing for Winnebago as far as the sport goes. I mean, Diami kind of paved the way. There's a couple, even all the way back to Devon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting
Devon,
into the state meets and stuff.
Baby Dave,
Baby Dave made it too. Yeah,
those guys all went down there.
Yeah.
I seen a couple of big boys running earlier. I don't know if they're part of the cross country or what, but there's a couple of big boys running down there earlier.
I think we have a couple guys out for cross country to kind of get in shape for wrestling.
There you go.
Yeah, because I think a couple of the girls are out there running too.
Oh yeah, because I seen little Wilk dog running around.
Yeah. They're getting themselves ready for wrestling season, man.
See, that's
love to see the commitment.
I'd love to see that kind of stuff too. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about.
That and hit the weights. I mean, that's
little Trev's little girl. She's running. I would just remember she's a little bitty thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of getting some tone on her. Like she's getting big arms and her legs are big. She's running like, golly, who's that? Her muscled up little thing running.
Yeah, as long as she don't get chubby like her dad and her belly get big.
Trev, you listening?
Hey.
All that.
I hope so.
Moving on into speaking of Trev, you guys, we talk about the Res World Series. That happened up in Rapid City, right?
Perfect little segue right into the World Series.
Oh, yep.
You guys know we got a Hall of Famer in the town now, right?
Yeah.
You guys hear that one?
Did you hear? Yeah, they inducted Trev and Mikey Burney into Native Softball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So they both got it. So I don't know really what that entails, but I know they got a little plaque or something up there. And
they said it had something to do with their younger days. Him and Mikey went up there and played with a Sioux team, and they were just hitting the heck out of the ball way back when.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're still at it, still getting it done. But, yeah, they went ahead and inducted them into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to those gentlemen.
Congratulations to both you guys, man.
No young blood bros when they're little bitty guys.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Had a couple Winnebago teams step up and played up there. And I think AF ended up going the farthest. Other Winnebago guys played, but a team from Winnebago, repping Winnebago, was Native AF.
Yeah,
ended up in the championship game away from the championship game.
Semifinals.
They had the upper division and the lower division, and AF was in the lower division, and they made some noise in there. They ended up getting 3rd place, and then they did pretty good. That's Coach Paco bringing another squad around, but then he had like Trayvon Bear. He's one of the ones that helped him out. Then a lot of the local boys, they had some like Sean Walker and his brother.
No, those guys played. They played with Hawates. No, they played with Hawates. Nikia.
Oh, okay, this is team.
Trayvon. They had Armando. Nacho was playing with them.
Nacho Libre.
Yeah, Trev was on there. AB. Kelly.
Oh, big Eric too.
Yeah. Bob, and look at that, Bales. Bales made the cut. I don't know who the other gentlemen are.
Yeah, those three. Bales
is enrolled
because it was. It was +3. I guess it was like they said 70%. So so you can add 7 natives and 3 nons playing out there. So that's where these other guys. But Bells is almost Ho Chunk.
There you
I
go,
was
yeah.
gonna say, Bell's probably got himself his own little enrollment card. He's good at computers. Probably made his own.
But yeah, shout out to AF, making noise up there, representing Winnebago. Congratulations, fellas. Way to get it done. And
Yep.
went all the way up there for a bag.
So let's get into the other ones that some of our players, Jeremiah Neiman, Dubs Barrage, and Corey Cleveland went up there and they played with I don't know who that team was playing. I think they said it was out of Rapid City, but I don't know.
This GS Sports, what I'm seeing on here.
Yeah,
GS Sports.
Yeah, I don't know where they're from, but
And they played in the upper, right?
Yep, they
And
won.
then
They won
it.
the upper.
Won the whole shebang.
Yep.
So congratulations to those guys.
Shout out to Dubs too, getting his wife went up there with him, and he took a nasty bad hop to the eye.
Oh, really?
He got split above his eye, but it wasn't real. No, his wife was up there. I think she's a nurse or something, and she ended up butterflying up. Yeah,
oh,
so
man.
he was out there. I was teasing him on Facebook. He's putting his wife put a little crybaby post. I don't want to say crybaby post. I'm trying to tease him.
No, you could.
But anyway, he's on there, and then his little eye was all shut like that. But I put on there and said, dude, that's why you got a glove. What the hell? You're using your face to stop that ball, use that glove.
Another group of women that went up there and represented for Winnebago. I think they went by the name of NAWS. Those women went up there, and then they didn't have a great outing, per se, but they went up there and attended and went out and battled, and congratulations to them making the trip. I mean, that's half the battle, man, is getting the crew together and getting out there.
A full Winnebago crew?
No, they
right
played
there?
with a couple, some Sioux girls from up that way as well. So
I see two Sharp back in there, and Tara,
Pilar,
B,
is that
Bubs is in there.
Is that
Rona.
Jacia?
Is that Rona?
Jacia, yeah,
Jacia?
Rona.
Oh, Bubbles right down there. Yeah.
Look at Tara.
Hey, Tara.
Get that out there.
There's kids around. There's kids around.
She's holding up. She's holding up the number one.
Yeah. No, but it honestly sounded like a great time up there.
Look at this one here.
Yeah.
We got the owl up there.
Looked like a great time for a lot of people from Winnebago, and congratulations to all those teams that went up and placed and got it done.
I believe a co-ed team went up as well.
No, really, that was.
That's why I said 3 teams.
No, okay.
Earlier today.
I don't even know who played co-ed. Somebody helped us out.
Levi, I know that was Levi, Markel. And
Oh,
probably
really?
some of them girls and guys that was there.
Oh, yeah, they probably just blended a couple teams together up there.
Lola and Mikey Burney.
Yeah.
Since Mikey's a
Hall of Famer now.
Hall of Famer, so
He didn't have to play now. He just stands up there and they just say, go ahead.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Did I think Blow made it up there, but he played with the locals Sioux team from up there.
He was back Saturday too.
He went up there
Early
Friday
Saturday.
night. He went up there Friday night, got back Saturday morning.
Early Saturday.
At least he had all the bats that they just keep giving them to him. They just keep sending them to me. I don't know why. They
So I
don't
can't
work.
wait till they make a 50 and over World Series.
They
There you
do.
go.
Oh, well, what are we doing?
Where have you been?
What are we doing here?
We're on this talk show. We can't go nowhere.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Unless we get sponsored.
There you go.
So, anybody got a sponsorship out there? 15 over next year. Me and Buff put a team together. All right, so, yeah, we do got to come back and talk with maybe Corey and Jeremiah one of these times about.
That'd be fun. Get Bales up here.
Yeah,
Like
get
your
Bales up
Bales' side of the story.
Yeah, he'll tell the truth.
Yeah.
They'll fabricate it.
I want to know what happens with AF.
Oh, we should get somebody up here and talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Oh, and then Reg, that charging horse guy.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Not
underhand.
Not
Yeah,
that
geez.
circuit guy.
They just lob it.
I kept teasing everybody because everybody's taking pictures with
Bro, I was
them
just
and
gonna
this
say
and
the
that.
thing. I said, well, everybody. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Everybody's going trying to take pictures of the Reg. Come on now, man.
I said,
We got 2 Regis down here.
Kiss him down.
I was gonna say, I would imagine he probably just got tired of saying that all weekend, and everybody.
So we
coming up.
got 2 Regis around here.
That's what we got to say to everybody taking those pictures, bro. Put him on your profile picture, then.
He's pretty funny though. You gotta give him some props. He's pretty funny, man.
Give me hickey on his eyelid then.
All right, hey, move on, you guys. Come
know,
on,
what's
this
wrong
is a
with you
sports show.
guys?
This ain't no comedy show. All right, so anyway, we're gonna move on, and we're just gonna talk about what we're gonna be up to watch this week. And I believe we're just pulling. We had those things up before. Winnebago has a cross country meet tomorrow, and I believe they're running in Beamer.
Okay.
And so then that's tomorrow, I believe, at 5:00. And then also tomorrow, Winnebago's football team is traveling all the way up to Pine Ridge, South Dakota. and they're going to play the Thorpes for the first game of the season. And that's going to be a good one. And I believe that they're supposed to be sending a link down.
Yep, it's supposed to be a 3 o'clock start instead of a 4 o'clock start now.
Okay, so remember that. 3 o'clock here?
3 o'clock, yep.
3 o'clock
Our
here.
time.
Yep.
And that'll be down at the big screen, so you guys are all welcome to bring the fam down, come set up the car, get your canopies out.
That's on our agenda here.
Oh.
So then we're going to go into the Cornhusker game too tomorrow evening.
Hold on. No, hold on. We still got one more thing. We got we got volleyball, junior high volleyball here at home tomorrow as well.
Oh, I'm excited
What
for
time?
At 4 o'clock, there's 3 teams. There's A, B, and C team. And then there's supposed to be 3. I don't know if they can do 2 out of 3 or how they can do that. But there's 3 games for the junior high girls there. And, yep, my oldest granddaughter is finally going to have her first game and wearing the blue and white.
That'll be
I'm excited
fun
for
to
that.
watch.
That group to me, that's a special group. You look at that group of girls that are going to be out there playing with junior high. Like again, we're just Whirling Thunder products, right? They've all grew up playing Whirling Thunder, going to arena, and arena was rather new when them girls got in. Because you got to remember, these are all the kids that had to go through COVID.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You had the COVID years, and kind of see what the difference was with the development, having those years off and then moving on to where they are now. Oh man, super excited. Honestly, super excited.
Then that whole group of girls that you guys are talking about play sports throughout the whole year. They don't just play volleyball, basketball, fast pitch, all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be exciting to watch. So tomorrow, y'all, is just a full day of sports for Winnebago here. Like I said, cross country, high school football, what was that? The junior high volleyball, and then we got the big Husker game against Minnesota at 7 p.m. And so I heard, just right here, it's on the thing at the big screen. They're having a watch party down there, and so the Bago and Pine Ridge game, like these guys said, it's gonna start at 3 o'clock. So make sure that you bring your chairs, probably some shade a little bit. If you have umbrellas or canopy or something like that, hook it up. But they're going to have a whole bunch of things going on down here they've been talking about on the radio for the last couple of days. And then shortly after the Winnebago and Pine Ridge game, then they're going to show the Husker and Minnesota game right after that. And it's going to be a big old night down here.
And I think too, they're providing a small meal, I believe.
Yep.
So they
Tailgate food, yeah.
Well,
I heard they got a sickle grill master down there.
This grill master's
All right.
dope. It's
They got one of the best grill masters that I know in this area.
And all he's doing is grilling glizzies, brats.
All right. So who's that?
Oh, that's me, my bad.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
B-Love will be down around the grill, y'all. So if you guys want a side steak or something like that, you guys bring
your
it
meat down. Bring your own meat down.
$5 a steak.
A little fee
$2 a burger.
No, but like we said, man, that's happening tomorrow. Come on down to the big screen, 3 o'clock. Come watch the high school boys get down. You guys can come enjoy it with us here at the Big Voice, and we'll be all set up down there. We will be having a cornhole tournament starting at 5 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So come on through. It's going to be bring your own partner, $20 a team, 10 ahead, but full payback on that. And the top 3 teams will all win $50 gift cards
There you go.
on top of the full payback.
Man. There you go.
So,
anything about wearing any Husker gear or your bagel gear? Or
there's a
contest.
team spirit contest. So you walk down in all bagel blue, you might win a contest, and there's $50 gift cards to the winners of those. So I think there'll be a winner.
Can you win them both?
We'll see how good you are. Let's see if you split a jersey in half and
Oh,
one half
all
blue,
I
half
gotta do-
red.
All I gotta do is put on a medium and flex. It'll split.
Just please don't come down in body paint. That's all we ask. Don't grill in body paint. Don't grill in body paint.
That's a lot of paint.
2 pails.
Not anymore, Buff.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
There you go.
But yeah, super excited for that. You guys come on down and enjoy it, man. It should be a good time.
Yeah, those of you that are looking on the Facebook and YouTube, all those visuals are up there. They are. Those of you that are listening out there on 100.9, make sure and get down there tomorrow at the big screen to watch those games and then take part in what we got going on down here.
Bill DeCord does not text me. Tell Eugene Q to let you talk. I try to get him. Hey Billy, I try to get him in, man. It's just crazy. These guys. Quince thinks he's Keith Sweat. Eugene thinks he's Dick Vitale. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride. Me and Beth just sitting here looking at each other. She's got the ones and twos. I'm just ready to eat this.
They're
blank.
looking at each other. They're loving what we're talking about here. I can just tell. So we're gonna move on and talk about this huge golf tournament coming up this Friday in Pender, Nebraska, at the Twin Creeks Golf Course. The Winnebago Boys and Girls Club are putting on this huge fundraiser down there, and you still have time to get a team in. I believe they're trying to cut teams off at 32. I think that's what I saw on there.
Jeez.
But so you have time to get in. 22 teams, it says. So make sure and get in. You guys still got time to go find your 4 guys and get a hold of Greg Bass.
Or girls.
Yeah. Anybody to get a hold of Greg Bass the third down at the Boys and Girls Club. I believe there's a number on there, 402-922-2652. I'll say that one more time, 402-922-2652. Get a hold of Greg and let him know that you want to get in and show your support for the Winnebago Boys and Girls Club in this huge fundraiser they're having.
Yep, I actually helped Project Launch, but their Project Launch is sponsoring 3 teams in that
really?
tournament. So Project Launch is sponsoring those.
I got a question. How does a department get a sponsor those? A
Yeah.
team?
Yeah.
Boy, there's some stuff going on with some of these departments. They won't even let other certain departments get on there.
You need to talk to your boss.
Yeah, that
you need to talk to your boss.
He's the one that told me that.
Just because, like, why not have your own people sponsor your own people type of things, right?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, that has to be.
I mean, you're giving away what's that, admin to
Yeah.
go down there.
Yeah.
Why don't they do it? That way you can get departments down there. I
Yeah.
think they're going just a half a day. It's only half a day because they're giving admin at noon anyway. They should let everybody go down there.
Nah, well, that's a topic to be talked about later.
It's for the kids. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
it's for the
exactly.
youth. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's not like something you're going to go down to and, exactly. It's just for the kids. That's how you got to think of it. It's as simple as that. So
That's what I'm saying.
So there's a couple pictures from the Boys and Girls Club that we had some recent sponsors that they thanked, and I guess we can throw some shout outs for those recent sponsors as well. Buff, you're right next to me. You want to read those?
What we got here? Huge thank you to the Ho-Chunk Inc. on the donation of this beautiful Stealth 2 driver.
Ooh, look
I
at
believe that's a pin prize, or is that a...
Yeah, it's probably a pin prize, or if they're doing raffles at the
there
end.
there is a raffle that they're going to do depending on your level of purchase into the tournament.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
There you go.
depending on what level you buy in at, because again, it's a big fundraiser for the club.
And I bet those because that Stealth driver right there is worth a lot of money, guys. So
that's
that
brand new. Them things
so-
are $650.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you guys come across with that, that'd be.
How about those guys there?
Winnebago Public School donating and funding these amazing raffle items, and don't send. Oh, it's a chair, a stadium chair with the
nice.
Winnebago logo on there, and a check.
Yeah, buy a little cashola for
Yeah, a
the
little
tourney.
cashola. Ooh, there's another one. Boys and Girls Club, Winnebago Human Services, donation of a Blackstone griddle, 36-inch.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good one right there,
That is
y'all.
a
Yeah,
good
that's a
one.
cooker right
That's
there.
a good one
yeah.
right there, y'all.
You guys might be able to cook for many people with that.
Yep. Fluff and Duff Golf on the sponsorship of our champion runner-up last place shirts.
They got 3X in those, or shoot for that last place shirt.
Yeah, last place shirt. I don't
Don't you
know.
have to try?
And then this one here, Stadium Sports, on a nice discount for the items for each participant. So you must get a sleeve of balls each player must get a sleeve of balls.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome if it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
describe those balls here, Buff.
Yep, tailor made. Those are top of the line too. Got the Boys and Girls Club emblem on there.
Yep.
Well, cool so far right there.
Yeah, shout out to all the sponsors, man. It looks like it's gonna be lining up to be a really fun tournament.
Well, while Bethany's looking for the next sponsors on her, I'm going to let you know about my Warpath the basketball program is going to be donating a pin prize for the golf tournament. It's going to be
Your old
$100 cash for the closest to the pin on hole 6, closest to the pin in the fairway over the field. It's the only way you can get the $100.
On hole 6.
Hole 6 down that dog leg left over the field.
Also, somebody's got to try to cut it.
Bro,
You got to cut it.
I'm thinking of Covington. I was like, oh, 6,
Oh,
what is
yeah.
that? I'm like, dang,
Well,
I got you mixed
Yeah,
up.
we're all broke, so you rich guys go up there. So all
Covington.
you rich guys with the cool
Covington.
cars go up there. All
Co-
us broke guys go down here.
Covington, cheaper than Penders.
Oh,
Oh, so that one
So
there.
hole 6. So look for that pin prize, but you got to go over the field.
Okay, so and you're gonna actually need someone down there for witness too. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can just get people just kicking balls out there like Eugene does and stuff.
Yeah.
Pencils.
What you should do is, if you're gonna be about it, put that 100 down, and the guys want an extra shot, make them pay an extra 5 or 10 to get to take another shot.
Extra money.
Then you make a little money back
For the boys.
for the Warpath boys.
Oh, that'd be a good one too.
Yeah. Well, that's
We'll
a
see.
good one. That's
We'll
a good one. Oh, and then, okay, so this one here, huge shout out to the Winnebago Golf Association for donation of an Odyssey putter and $100 cash prize for 2 pin prizes for the
Man,
fundraiser.
nice.
So that one there, the Odyssey putter is a good putter there, and obviously $100 cash is always good too. Okay, who these guys?
I think that was just a visit they had.
Oh, okay, because I
From
was saying
their
you can,
CEOs, yeah.
you can sound that out.
LPTC come through, throwing down a little cashola towards the tournament. So shout out to Little Priest Tribal College on that one.
There you go.
All
My
right.
coon bass is big,
Yeah,
dude.
I know he's a big old dude, man. So right now that kind of just kind of gives you a little bit of insight of what the golf tournaments can be all about. So hey, I hope we kind of hyped you guys up a little bit. Those of you that haven't got a hold of Greg yet, get a hold of the Boys and Girls Club and get your team in. Hey, go ahead, let's talk about that real quick. All right,
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, talk about that right there, bud.
All right, looks like there's something going on tonight. Nephew Carlos Trinidad. What is this? Is this another?
It's a
He's doing a show.
podcast.
Oh,
He's on a
podcast.
podcast tonight.
Tonight at 8:00. Can you see it, Quince?
Yeah,
Go ahead, read it out. You got that Key Sweat voice.
move your microphone.
Oh, my bad.
Interview tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Mission Accomplished, a bare knuckle fighting MMA podcast. There's a new champion at 165, and he wants to be the next title shot.
So tonight,
That's the topic of it.
The podcast is called. It's called. What is that? The what show or the show?
No, he just said it.
Right there. Oh, the Mike and
Mike-
okay. I see those knuckles there. The Mike and Mish show.
Yeah.
So if you guys are, you guys got Spotify or any of those things like that, try to go see the Mike and Mish show, and you'll hear the podcast that our nephew, all of our nephew, Carlos Trinidad Snake, is going to be on that podcast talking about he wants the next shot at the title. So brings me to this. I don't know if you guys saw it on Facebook, but Carlos was down in Florida, in Miami this past
Oh,
weekend.
yeah, I seen it, yep.
So this is why he went down here. He went down to go watch the pay-per-view fight down here. That was on. The guy that was supposed to go fight for the title. I guess he went to a different class or weight or something like that. So that it was a vacant seat. So then these two guys battled down in Miami for that belt. Carlos is number one contender now since he beat the number one contender. So they flew Carlos down, spent all his money on him, a la carte,
Yep.
and so he can sit in the audience and call him on after the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see how they do that on those
Yeah,
fights?
yeah.
They flew him down here to do that.
Oh,
So he got his chance
did
to
he
do
do
that. Well, he did it, so he's waiting on. That's what he's waiting on now. He's waiting on a response. So
Let's
that's
see.
going to be
I like to see
interesting.
that. I like to
Yeah,
see
he could
that.
have.
See that.
I'm actually I'm gonna listen to that podcast and I'll talk to you guys about it next week.
That's what's
There you
up.
go.
All right, hey, but good luck out there, nephew.
Good luck, nephew.
All right, so moving right along.
Oh,
Yeah, what do you got for us next here, Q?
Okay, so moving right along, we just got done talking about that. Okay, so excuse me. Our next topic is number 4, Winnebago College athletes. And the questions are, where are they and who's doing what?
Are we focusing
Did we
on,
just
focusing on fall, or are we going through
focusing
everybody?
right now. We're just
So
gonna
did
do
we just
fall.
kind of cover this last week though?
We might have covered a little bit, but everybody's starting this week. So I have 4 athletes for the fall sports that I actually recall. 2 of them are Huge's kids. Kelsey is down at Peru State, and she's starting off for golf. Was she starting today or tomorrow?
I believe it's tomorrow.
Starts tomorrow. She her season starts tomorrow, and she's really looking forward to her second season golfing down there at Peru State. And I know that she didn't say she was nervous. She said that she's gonna be try to be more of a leader this year because she's not the new one coming in.
Remember, she told us when she was on the show that she was gonna probably the top golfer
Yeah.
of her team. So
Yeah.
that's perfect.
And
that
then,
you
like,
step in like that.
going into last season, I know that everybody feels it for jitters, when you're new to something, but she's got some experience under her belt, so she's good.
Yep.
And she said she's excited to get the season started. We're heading today for the first, so they're heading out today
Yeah.
for their first golf meet of the season. Tee time is at 10 tomorrow morning at Fox Run Golf Course in Yankton, South Dakota. So she's probably actually coming through, right?
Probably, yeah.
All right, so
So you're getting supper tonight then, you?
yeah,
No,
so
we'll see.
Bonanza
We'll see.
Chicken.
Bonanza chicken on
I'm
you.
really excited for the team and our season this year. So, I know you might have a couple of words.
They,
to add
like I
on
said,
to
I
that.
think that they're all kind of leaning towards just trying to become a better team. Like Kelsey comes through and she'll shoot some top scores just for as the team.
Sure.
But the team itself, just everybody needs to start shooting better. And I think that's the biggest goal for them is to try to work together to make themselves better. Because one of the, I'm not trying to bust it out, but like one of the things that Peru does lack is like on-site golf training. Like they don't have a simulator, in their warehouse or, in their sports complex, nothing like that. So, they have to take the time kind of on their own. And that's what I was talking to Kelsey about. And that's where she feels that she's going to excel is, hey, let's go to the golf course today. Even if it's not practice day, you know what I mean? Like kind of a team oriented schedule that works for them. You know what I'm saying? So
Even
I think that's
driving
where
range. Even find a driving
Exactly.
range, just
Exactly.
work on your distances, each iron, just work on your game.
Yeah, and like I said, they had a few good girls come in this year. I'm going to go through their little what they got here, and they didn't update it. This is last year's. There's a lot of new girls on there this year than it is, but no, shout out to the Peru State golf girls, and I really hope they have a good season. I'm hoping Kelsey's looking to improve scores. That's what golf game is, right?
Yep.
You're always trying to go and
That's
improve
right.
your scores, so
Yep. Good
that's
luck.
something we had to do. And I'll tell you what, man, I had to throw a couple new clubs out of this year, man. My pocketbook hurts right now, man. But you know what? That's how it goes,
Kelsey hit your dad up, he's still sitting there, get another club.
Yeah, he's traveling to powwows and winning all the time and everything like that. He's got extra money. Come
He
on,
got a
now.
little extra for that Scotty Cameron putter.
Yeah.
Come on now.
DJs on Tuesday, man.
Jeez. No, but she had a lot of fun this summer too, and I think that's what helped her kind of keep that love of the game, was actually being able to give back and help out the Boys and Girls Club with their little guy golf
Oh, yeah, that's
that
right,
they
yeah.
had going on, and she was kind of their main coach for that, and I think that's where she's kind of building those leadership skills in herself to kind of drag the team along. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? It doesn't just sit down and wait for them to tell you to do something. It's no, we're going.
Yeah,
kind
if
of
they,
attitude.
if they weren't
So,
doing it before and they're doing it now, then it's
Yeah.
something good, So that's great.
Good luck, Kelsey.
Yeah, good luck. Hey, well, we'll keep the golf talk going and keep the huge talk going. And Yuja's Kuna, Randy, he's actually getting ready to compete to try to get on that varsity squad.
Yeah, that's happening Thursday, Friday.
Where at?
So go ahead and explain that a little
at
bit.
Their,
Down in
at their
Haskell.
home course.
Oh, down in
At their
Haskell.
home course. Randy got signed to play gal for Haskell, and
okay.
so what it kind of entailed was that come to find out there's about 14 boys that he signed in on the team, so they have like almost a 8 to 7 freshman group coming in right now. And we could go back and look at the scores from Haskell, but they've got about maybe 1 to 2 guys that can shoot in the 70s. The rest of the guys are a little about mid-high 90s, and then they had like 2 other guys shoot like in the hundreds consistently in those numbers. So, as a freshman walking in, you hear those kind of numbers, and like I said, myself and my kids have only been golfing for so long, but we're coming to recognize that, mid 80s to low 80s is a pretty solid golfer.
Sure.
You're a pretty solid golfer at that number. Those other numbers can just be bad days, and this stuff happens. But it's about the consistency at this point, at this level that you're trying to get to.
Well, you're not going to have the same score all the time, especially
Correct.
if you play different. If you play different courses a lot, and then it depends on the wind and all that. There's all kinds of stuff comes into play when it comes to golf. It's
There's
crazy.
so many different variables that come along with it. But
Bad day. We
but-
definitely have a lot of those.
yeah, but like I said, him having that opportunity to kind of walk in as a freshman and go compete.
Yeah.
To even be, hey, you might get a chance to come play on the varsity squad even this year, the very first meet.
Yeah.
And that's what we're liking about the coach. And what Randy's kind of hyped up about is that there's not really a thought process behind like, oh no, these are my guys, and then
Yeah.
you got to try to, get there eventually.
Yeah.
So that's something that we are super excited for him about.
I talked with your boy Randy on the phone a little bit today when we was discussing how this golf's gonna go for him, trying to get some little info for him so I can talk on the radio. No, so he told me that the varsity squad is going to be 10 guys.
Okay.
And then there's going to be your top 5 are going to be on the A team, and the bottom 5 are going to be on that next flight team.
Okay.
And so, but that's going to change every week. The 10 guys, they're going to go out the week of practice and stuff, and then that final practice before the meet.
Correct.
Then they're gonna get their scores, and it could be a whole new 5.
Yep.
To play that top. So whoever gets the highest or the lowest score, the best score for the week at practice is going to be the top 5 over there.
Yeah.
And then
like I said, that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it is for everybody. For everybody, it's just. I mean, I guess that's kind of fair because of what you guys just talked about scores fluctuating, up and down and stuff like that for different courses and whatnot, But he does sound confident, though. He does really sound confident,
That's all that kid did all summer, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He goes out there with Hannah, Oscar, Jerry, and they got their own little group of boys that they're just golfing, and I love it. I enjoy it. It ain't cheap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna keep saying that anytime I talk about golf with my kids. But super excited, to have a couple college golfers in the family. Like I said, it's kind of like it's all new to us. And I think it's all new to the community as well. And actually, the kids just jumping onto it, making it their own, taking advantage of it. And like we spiel on that all the time. But good luck to my son, man. I really hope he takes it serious and he gets after it and kind of just makes it his own thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wish for him, man.
Good job.
Well, Bethany got the visual right now. We're going to go on to the next athlete that's going to be starting his competition. I believe it's this weekend he's going to be running.
Yep.
Our very own Diami Barrage. He's going to be running cross country for Haskell Indian Nations University down here. And I know he was excited. He was talking about trying to go to the Labor Day Pile in Black River because we were trying to set up drum and stuff like that. And then he found out when he got to school his schedule that he runs this weekend. So his dad's going to be listening from afar down there. Or he's going to be up at Black River, but he's going to be listening afar. He'll be running. Where does Dami run at that first meet? I can't even remember where he said there was.
Haskell needs to update their
they
website,
have, they have last year's stuff up there. I was looking all over there today, man. I was like, man, I just kind of gave up. Dami he sent me one, but I couldn't read it because it was on Snap, and I don't have Snap, and I had to try to. Anyway, he's gonna be in competition on Saturday, so good luck, Dami, and show him what you got, kid.
Yeah,
right.
Good luck to Dami, man. That's a pretty sweet picture they got. I'm waiting for Randy's to drop. It was media day for all the athletes today, so
I heard that.
I'm waiting for Sarah's to drop, man.
So we're gonna go on to our next guy, and the next guy that I'm gonna talk about is Destin Vargas. Destin Vargas graduated last year. He was our QB1 last year. Found out that he signed his letter of intent to play football up at Dakota Wesleyan University up there. So got to speak with him a little bit about a little update for his football up there. He gets up there and he told me, he found out real quick of how much faster, stronger, and smarter that these athletes are that he's playing with. And it's not like high school no more. It's not like high school no more. You got athletes that are all going to try to compete for that spot, and so nobody's going to be slacking. So he said practice is going real good. He recently just went through a small injury in football practice. I believe he has a little growing injury, and so he must have pulled his groin. So he's out a couple days, but he's actually back now into practice, and he's just trying to get his way back to being 100%. He's not going all out. But then what they did up there is, remember, he was QB1, and Destin's about 6'2", and so they got him
as a slot receiver.
Exactly, they got him as a wide receiver. He said they switched him to a wide receiver, and it's a huge adjustment from quarterback to wide receiver. It's a lot harder than playing quarterback, he said, because he got himself a spot on the second team offense right now, and he's just going to be getting his reps in, and he's excited about this season here. Sounds like he's going to get some playing time. So he said that school is a lot different too, and so I'm going to kind of piggyback off what he said about school and just kind of remind you athletes out there going to college that you're still, even though you're down for sports, that sports is it's just an opportunity for you to do to have some fun. You know, you're really down there for your school, so make sure you get good grades, man.
Because like you said, yeah, we can sit here and talk all day
Yeah.
about, you know, the athletes and what they're doing
Yeah.
there, but I mean, that schooling comes a lot with it, and I think
Yeah.
that's something that, you know, we always try to talk about. We encourage that, and
Yeah.
something we bring to the table is this, you know, that's what you're there for, to get that education and bring it home. But hey, you're forgetting somebody, and he just got done playing in his first game, Mr. Hunchka Cleveland,
Okay.
all the way out of Lincoln. Ho-Chunk boy,
where's he
Winnebago
going to
boy. He's going to Peru State.
Peru State.
He's a lineman for Peru State.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
he just got done playing, and talked to his mom last weekend. My sister actually went down there and watched the game. Yeah, he got to get in kind of later in the game. Peru State had the game in hand, and he got in. Had a pancake, I think, and
nice.
doing his thing. But yeah, he's down there playing college football for Peru State.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
so
man. We're gonna
shout
have
out to Hunchka.
Yeah, shout out Hunchka, and we're gonna have to keep following that young man.
Yeah, he's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. I think he's about 6'4".
6'4".
But what coach is telling him is that he's just got to put on more mass.
Yeah.
Got to eat. You know what I mean? Got to work
Lift.
out. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, those right there are the ones that the ones that I guess we produce from this community here. Getting out there, playing some college ball, playing some golf and stuff like that. Getting your education paid for. Oh, there's a picture of Hunchka right there in
Yeah.
a Bobcat. So yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, his mom's Michaela, the Lone Wolf, and his dad's Hunch Cleveland, the big boy. And
Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going to have to follow that young man. Okay, so that was that last topic. I think we're about ready to get into the Husker Hall of Fame, the Husker Trivia Game. Oh yeah, and then Manny Menez just chimed in. He's still waiting for your comments on whatever you're going to talk about him this time for.
Go back and look at every other show, Manny.
Hey, go ahead.
there's plenty of content
I heard
there.
of.
Go ahead while I get this ready.
Okay, Quinn's getting that ready. So, my boy Manny Menez have been heard through the grapevine that he jumped ship like his man LeBron on Quince's team, the golf team. Hold on, I'm trying to look it up real quick too. But supposed to have that golf team this weekend, and Quince sent me a screenshot of their combo. Oh man, you lucky boy! I deleted it.
Oh man.
Yep. So
I got it right here. Hold
okay, Quince. So Manny lines it up, begs to get on the team, and then we add him, and then as soon as it's come down time to play, then Manny jumps ship and goes on another team. Probably because it's paid for already or something. I don't know. What's the sequence?
on. Oh, I'm forwarding it to you right now.
Oh my lord.
All right, so I'm
Let's
getting
get this trivia game going, man.
Yeah, get it.
the trivia game that we're gonna do is gonna be about the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Are we talking? We're talking different years. Are we talking this year's team?
It
What,
would-
like, give us some context here.
It would be, like I said, most of the questions they're gonna be in your guys' era. You guys were around.
All right.
There's gonna be a couple that was before you guys, but you guys should know those. If you don't, you guys should slap yourself. All right. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to put it together though.
Oh, okay. So I went and did this little Husker quiz on the internet, so we got some questions. Okay, we're gonna bring up Manny's. That'll be our outro. Okay, that'll be our outro. All right. First question. You got Beth. You keep scoring your little notes. Okay. You first question. Who did 2003 coach Frank Solich play college football for? You first.
Played for the Huskers. He was a fullback. Was it him?
Yeah, Nebraska.
All right. Ding, ding. Both points. They got that right. Easy one, right?
Yeah, it kind of took me a second to think.
Man, I know.
All right. In the 1998 Orange Bowl, Nebraska beat Tennessee to win the national championship. Do you remember the score of that game?
It was
They
a
beat
blowout.
Tennessee.
It was a blowout.
Just take a guess. We'll go whoever's
Wait,
closest.
hold on. In 98 and the
98 Orange Bowl.
I didn't even know the quarterback they beat.
national championship. They didn't play in national championship.
No, it was
then.
just the Orange Bowl. Orange Bowl was the national championship that year.
Who did they play? Okay,
There's a
30,
five-
34 or 31-24.
31-24.
I had 32-12 in my head.
42-17.
Yeah.
It was a blowout.
So who got that one?
Just no points. Neither one of us were
No, you
close.
guys are even close.
Well, you said you're gonna say who's
Okay.
closer.
Well, whoever's closer, I think.
I said
he
32.
32
You said
12.
34.
That's 10 and
I said
Keep
34-17.
doing math, guys. Keep up with us.
34-17?
Yeah.
He's higher. He's at 8, you at 9.
I mean,
Okay.
34 is 19.
Okay. but to piggyback off of that, to show you guys are kind of, national championship. Nebraska won the game 42-17 and shared the national title.
Michigan.
With Michigan.
All right. You guys are right.
90, I thought that was 97 when Frost won it. Was that 97?
Okay. Who was the first Husker quarterback to rush over 1,000 yards and pass over 1,000 yards?
Turner Gill.
Turner Gill.
Correct. Agreed.
Correct?
Yep. Turn to go.
Both wrong.
Oh.
Coach Scott Frost. I know you guys don't like him. That's why you guys didn't want to say his name.
Yeah, Gil
So
started
zeros.
like the passing thing. That's what I was. That's where I was at.
Who was the first Cornhusker running back to run over 2,000 yards in a single season?
I'm gonna agree.
Amon.
No, Rozier. I'm gonna go Rozier.
I'll go Amon.
Amon. Ding ding, huge. Mike Rozier was one of the
Heisman Mike.
first 4 to rush over 2,000 yards.
Heisman Mike.
Yeah.
He rushed for 2,148 yards in 83. Heisman. All right. Next question. Who in Nebraska football history is known as the Jet?
Johnny Rogers.
Johnny Rogers.
All right. Give him a both point right there.
How come I said it first and he still get points? He did that. He got 2
was
points on
He
him.
was shaking his head.
No,
like
he didn't
this.
shake his
Yep.
head on every time.
Yep. Johnny Rogers.
Unbelievable.
All right. What was Tom Osborne's jersey number when he played for the Washington Redskins? Whoever's closer.
God.
Wait, say it again.
What was Tom Osborne's jersey number when he played for the Redskins?
You lost?
47.
Dang, that's a good one.
Buff said 47.
He
Damn,
lost.
I'm lost. 42.
47. It was
Okay.
84.
Hey, you know what? That was a good guess. I'm glad you didn't get points on that.
Yeah.
It's like Michigan. Just
yeah.
like the Michigan did.
Okay, here we go. This is a little more of our era here. In 1999, Eric Crouch ran for a touchdown, caught a touchdown,
Oklahoma.
and threw for a touchdown
Oklahoma.
against what team?
Oklahoma.
But it's not the team that you think.
It's not. It's not.
Because that's the same thing I said, too.
Hey, we'll play that here. We don't
It was
play Texas the same year.
But you say Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All right, he's in Oklahoma.
But what was your first thing going?
It's got to be another Big Ten team. I'm gonna say Kansas.
Okay, so it was California.
Oh.
Eric Crouch was starting quarterback at that time when he was a freshman. Nebraska also won the game. I'll get into that other one in a second.
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay, how many points did Miami beat Nebraska by in the 83 Orange Bowl?
One.
Think about
One.
the 83 Orange
One.
Bowl. Huge says 1.
3.
One. No, because we went for 2. Remember? That's where Fumbaruski comes from.
Huge is right. Ding, ding, ding. Nebraska scored a late touchdown to pull within 1 point. They could have
And then he
kicked the
decided
PAT
to go
to tie
for
the
2,
game,
and he
but
wanted
they
to go
went
for
for the
2.
2.
That's right.
And then they clowned it.
Yeah. That's right.
Ooh. I was wondering who that guy who missed that one, who missed the catch though. Okay. How many years was Tom Osborne the head coach of the Huskers?
Go huge.
How many years?
How many total years? I'm gonna say it was somewhere
20 years.
Buff said 20?
32.
32? Ding, ding, ding. Buff wins that one on that
20.
one. It was 25 years. Okay. This is the game you guys were just thinking about. In the 2001 Nebraska-Oklahoma game, what quarterback threw a touchdown pass to Eric Crouch to seal the win?
Oh,
It starts with the S. His last name starts with the S.
I'm lost. I should know that. I probably watched that game too. I'm
Stubbs
lost.
or something. Stubbs or Stumps or Stubbs or something like that.
Go ahead.
All right,
I
I'm going
defer.
to give that ding, ding, ding to Buff.
Yep.
That was the closest one. It was Mike Stuntz.
Yeah.
Stunts, yeah.
Mike Stuntz. I didn't know. I didn't remember
I
that
knew
guy.
Yeah, I knew that.
But I remember that game, though, and I think that's the one that we were
That's-
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kelsey. She's on her way coming through town. Wants me to go meet her at Culver. So let's go.
No, let's go. Oh, we got about
Shout out to Kelsey and
Got
the
about-
Peru Golf Girls.
we got about 50 more questions. For that. All right, who was the first Cornhusker I-back to run for 1,000 yards in a single season as a true freshman?
Amon.
Yep.
All right, Amon Green. That's the answer.
Yep.
All right, I'm giving this one to the first person who says it, because it's an easy one. What Nebraska game was deemed the game of the century?
Oklahoma, Nebraska. 90...
What year?
What year?
Yeah, I mean, they played about 1,000 times.
71.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
1971, Nebraska, Oklahoma. 4 lead changes.
Yeah.
4 lead changes.
Johnny Rogers.
Yeah.
Johnny Rogers. Nose guard Rich Glover had 22 tackles.
Joker.
And Nebraska won the national championship that year.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Talking about the Orange Bowl, 1994. Who scored the last 2 touchdowns for Nebraska?
Not Makovica. Schlesinger.
Who do you think?
Schlesinger? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I'll agree with him, yeah. I'm not going to argue with that one. It made sense. It made sense. Yeah, Buff can have that one. Yeah, it made sense. It sounded right.
How many national championships did the Huskers win in the 20th century?
4.
4?
2.
2.
Oh.
The answer is 5.
Yeah,
1970, 71, 94, 95, and
I don't know why.
97.
All 5.
Yeah.
All 5.
Yeah.
Coach Tom Osborne.
Dumb. That was dumb.
Oh, you guys both got it right.
I felt dumb on that one.
All
I'm
right.
trying to answer it fast. That's
Last question. This one's worth. What's the score? Oh, the score is Eugene with 8 and Buff with 9.
Oh.
This last one is worth 2 points.
Okay.
Now this is a
Shout it out first kind of one?
Whoever says it first.
Okay.
Okay. Who was the first Cornhusker to run over 200 yards in a single game?
Halou.
First run 200 yards in the game? Hey, that's a
Roy
good
Halou
answer.
Jr.
Halou Jr. is a good answer. 200 yards in the game. All right, give it to him. Yeah, I don't have anybody else in my head right now. It doesn't sound
Okay,
right, though.
so
Doesn't sound right.
it's wrong,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
We already talked about him before in this.
Turn and go.
Rozier.
I'll narrow it down. One of the coaches.
Solich.
Osborne.
Frost. It's Frost. Scott
Frost?
Scott Frost.
You can have it.
It's wrong.
Eric Crouch.
Get us a different one then.
Yeah,
Eric
that's
Crouch
it.
then.
Frank Solich. You said it first time, but
You
final
laughed like
answer.
it wasn't right.
And I laughed at Buff, but
I
it
could
was
have
ding, ding,
forgot.
ding. He said Solich right off the bat. So
Yeah.
That was the dumbest stuff ever.
yeah, there was some dumb
Let's
answers
go.
anyway.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Cornhusker trivia, the fan trivia, and we got Coach Huge. Now you got to make a man cave now.
Hey.
'Cause he's got a Husker man
Hey.
cave, and he don't even know anything
Hey,
about the Huskers.
you know what? 3 of those points weren't even his. Those are mine. He just sponged off mine.
That's why next time we do this, we need a bell or a ringer. Or
Yeah,
exactly.
We need
let's go.
something.
Exactly.
We need
All
something.
right, if the next time we have a Husker one, we'll do it again.
That's
I'll
right,
have
that's
more
right.
questions. All right.
We doing athlete of the weeks real quick.
Yep. What time we got? Time to get out of here, huh?
Do it quick.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go athletes of the week then. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give mine to Jeremiah Neiman.
Okay.
Jeremiah Neiman and the other boys up there, but Jeremiah Neiman, I'm gonna give it to him because he travels all over the place, and they went up to the World Series and took first place in the top division.
Good job, Neem. Okay. And then I'm going to piggyback off that, too. I already gave it to the local boys last week, Frank, Trayvon, and all the boys from
Yeah.
third.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to Dubs.
Dubs?
Just because Dubs was on the same team, and he did everything, and he took that one to the eye.
Oh man, hey, if anybody can get a picture of Dubs' eyes, send it to the Winnebago
Good.
Big Voice.
Yeah, it
All right.
should be
Gonna
on
start
there.
Coach
its own
Huge,
page.
you
Man,
got-
you guys are gonna put me on right now because I didn't even think about it.
You can't be like Buff and have all your
I know,
kids
I
and
know,
stuff.
I
Yeah, you
know.
can.
Yeah, you can. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give that out to athlete of the week. Give it to Danon, man. Danon Blackfish. He went through some stuff up there at school, and I know he's still trying to play football, so I want to encourage him. And he was a real stellar athlete for us all summer with baseball and stuff. And I want to wish him well and hope that his recovery goes well. And shout out to his parents and shout out to the school for taking care of things. So we got an eye shot here.
Yeah, here's Dubs actually is listening right now, guys. So he sent that to me on Snap. I told him you gotta use his glove. There's Dubs' eyeball right there,
Wow.
right above the eye. I don't know if you guys can see
You
it.
guys even want to see it? Viewer
Yeah,
be warned.
Viewers, yeah, it looks like a hamburger.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our show tonight. Say thank you, B Love and Coach Huge for joining in on the sports show tonight. Ooh, look at that eye. Yeah, so And then I thank all you listeners for listening. You guys are listening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give one shout out.
One shout out.
One shout out. Shout out to my good luck tomorrow to my oldest grandbaby Cassidy Rain Bass on your first volleyball game wearing the blue and white for the Winnebago Indians. Shout out, babe. Go play hard. Have fun. Joker loves you.
All right. Well, that does it for us. We're out of here. You're listening to 100.9 FM KWTN. This is the Big Voice Sports Talk Show every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Join us next week when we have a lot more to talk about. We'll see you next week.
Later.